Hello students, welcome to 8th Standard English online classes. Last class we have discussed about Sir C.V. Raman's early life and about Raman's education and also about his profession. In the last class we have completed 4 paras and now let's continue the lesson from 5th para. In 1911, Raman was appointed Special Accountant General for Post and Telegraphs in Calcutta. But when he was offered the post of Professor of Calcutta University, he jumped at that offer and accepted the post gladly. Means here, Raman, he was appointed as Special Accountant General for Posts and Telegraphs in Calcutta, where in Calcutta in the year 1911. Means he was appointed as the Special Accountant General for Posts and Telegraphs in the place called Calcutta, and it was in the year 1911. But Raman left the job of a Special Accountant General for Post and Telegraph when he was offered the post of professor at Calcutta University, and he also accepted the post very gladly, means very happily. After working at Calcutta University for 15 years, he became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. Means he worked for 15 years in Calcutta University, and later on he became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. The Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. Raman resigned his post at the Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. Here, he conducted his research in physics until his death. Means here the Raman Research Institute. It was started in 1948 and he became the director of the Research Institute by again resigning his post at the Indian Institute of Science. And he used to conduct his research in Research Institute in physics until his last breath, means until his death. Now let's move on to the next para. Raman was a great scientist. Throughout his life, he was intensely attached to science. For the sake of science, he gave up the highly paid post of the Special Accountant General and accepted a professorship at Calcutta University. Here we all know that Raman was a great scientist, isn't it? Throughout means all over his life, he was extremely attached to science. Okay, like his favorite subject was science, so he was extremely intensely attached to science. For the purpose of science, Raman, he gave up his highly paid post, means where he was getting high salary. He left that post of the Special Accountant General and he accepted a professorship at Calcutta University. He would forget all about food and rest while he was at work, and his wife had often to tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold. Means here sometimes while working, Raman, he would become so absorbed in his work and that he would even forget to have his food or to take rest. And here Raman's wife, she used to remind him that breakfast or coffee was getting cold. Next, like all great scientists, Raman had a lot of curiosity. Earlier in his life, while on a voyage to Europe, he saw the wonderful blue of the Mediterranean Sea. This led to his work on the laws of light scattering in liquids, and it ended in his discovery of the Raman effect. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for this in 1930. Means here he had means Raman had a lot of curiosity, means lot of interest. Okay, like all the great scientists. Once on a voyage to Europe, here voyage means journey by sea. Okay, once Raman was on a voyage to Europe. Okay, there Raman saw the blue water of the Mediterranean Sea. The blue water, he saw the blue water of the Mediterranean Sea, and this inspired him, means this has been inspired Raman to work on the laws of light scattering in liquids. And the result of this was the discovery of the Raman effect. Okay, result of this, it led to the discovery of the Raman effect. For this great discovery, he was, means for this great, he has been discovered the Raman effect, right? Okay, for this great discovery, Raman was awarded the Nobel Prize. He received the Nobel Prize in the year 1930. Next para. Raman was a kind man. He helped people when they were in difficulty. When he was working as the Deputy Accountant General, a villager went to him with some badly burnt 100 rupee notes. Any other person, perhaps, would have turned the villager away. But Raman took pity on the villager, examined the notes himself, and allowed the villager to exchange the burnt notes for new ones. Means here, Raman, he was a very kind and compassionate man. When Raman was working as Deputy Accountant General, when he was working as the Deputy Accountant General, a villager, he came to him with some badly burnt 100 rupee notes. He also requested Raman to, means the villager, okay, he also requested Raman to exchange them for new ones. So here Raman took pity, means he showed pity on the villager, and Raman personally examined the notes and permitted him to exchange the burnt notes for new notes. Once at the Raman Research Institute, a candidate was not given admission as he did not do well in his tests. When his travelling allowance was paid, the candidate found that he had received more. He returned to the office to pay back the excess amount. When Raman came to know of this, he liked the candidate's honesty and admitted him to the institute. Here, once there was a candidate, and that candidate came to the research institute, and he also appeared for the admission tests. Here he did not, means that candidate did not do well in the entrance tests. So he was not given admission, and the institute paid him excess, means more. Traveling allowances means payment by mistake. Here the institute, they paid him, means to candidate excess traveling allowances by mistake. So the candidate here, he realized that he had been given more money. So he came back and returned the excess money to the office. When Raman came to know of this, he was very impressed by the candidate's candidate's honesty, and he also gave an admission to the institute. The next para. During his lifetime, Raman received a number of honors and medals. In 1929, he was knighted by King George V and became Sir C.V.RAMAN. A number of universities honored him with doctorates. He was a member of many international scientific organizations. In 1954, the government of India awarded him Bharat Ratna, and in 1957 the Soviet Union honored him by awarding the International Lenin Prize. Here, Raman, he has been received a number of awards, doctorates as well as medals. He was given the knighthood. Knighthood means he was honored. Means knighthood is nothing but the title, rank or status of a knight. Okay, here knighthood means the knighthood means he in 1929 by King George V means he was given means he was honored in 1929 by King George V. And in 1955, the government of India honored him with Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award. Bharat Ratna means it is the highest civilian award. Means here Raman, he was awarded by the government of India Bharat Ratna. The Soviet Union honored means the Soviet Union awarded him the International Lenin Prize in the year 1957. Sir C.V. Raman, he was the great genius. He breathed his last on 21st November 1970. In his death, India lost one sons and the world a great scientist. Means here Raman died on November 21st, that is in the year 1970 at the age of 82. And in his death, India lost one of her great sons and the world a great scientist. Okay, here not only India has lost a great son, but even the world has lost a great scientists. Dear children, here we have completed the chapter. I hope you people have understood all the aspects of this chapter. Now let's move on to your homework part. Home assignment. Answer the following questions. The first one is like this. How long did he work at Calcutta University? And the second question is, what made Raman give up the highly paid post of Special Accountant General? And the third question is, how did the Soviet Union honor him? Okay, dear children, you should go through the video and you should understand the video, and then you should do your home assignment. Okay, dear children. Now, thank you.